On September 30th, 1978, 18-year-old Lisa met 20-year-old Tim at a college party. And as the story goes...
and never looked back.
3 kids and 43 years later, their crazy millennial daughter with a YouTube channel would convert them to a plant-based diet and name them Healthy Mommy and Healthy Dad. But wait a minute. 43 years, 2 subpar kids, and 1 awesome kid later? What happened during all of those years before they were Healthy Mom and Healthy Dad? Let's find out. What's your favorite part about Dad? You're making me sad.
I know.
Hello, my honeys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Emmie. I'm a nutritionist and the creator of the Slim on Starch program, where you work with me as well as a mindset coach and a nutrition coach to lose weight on a plant-based diet. Go to healthyemmie.org and apply to work with me. The last part is personal questions, my favorite.
Oh,
how did you two meet?
We met, I was 18, Tim was 20. My college roommate had a friend at Tim's college. We went up there for a road trip. We met at 11:30 at night on September 30th, 1978, and never looked back.
I guess she must have heard that there were cute guys at this party.
Right,
so she says,
right.
I'm going to go all the way to the backwoods of Dudley, Mass. And
We never lived in the same state. We dated for 7 years before we got married.
Then you would write letters to one another.
Yeah.
there was
Love
no,
letters.
There was no internet.
Right.
What?
And in my quote-unquote dormitory, we had a payphone on the other floor.
One
I
phone.
lived on one floor, and there was one payphone.
Yeah, I think you told me you had to call the payphone and then somebody would have to find Dad.
Right, someone would have to actually be around to answer it. So some random person would answer it and then go find him.
Or you would say, okay, I'm going to call you at 8 o'clock, because the rates would go down at a certain point in time.
Right, after 11 the rates went way down.
Yeah.
And I just read
This
that
is the stuff you had to think about.
at Providence College they got rid of the mail room where all my letters would come, because nobody gets mail anymore. All they get are packages.
Because you would go pick up Mom every weekend.
We would decide days in advance.
So when you dropped her off, you'd say, okay, I'll come back on this day.
Or if there was a need for a phone call, because if I was playing 2 sports or in the library.
What? So different.
We think back, like someone would have a party and 60 people. Well, how did these 60 people show up? There was no internet. You can't even fathom. One phone call, there would be this chain or whatever it might be, and everybody knew, and that's how it worked. And the plans were so definitive. It was just
so
it's just
different.
crazy.
What was the routine when you would pick Mom up at school?
Well, we would know what time class was over, or if she had something. It would just depend what was going on. If it was the springtime and it was playing baseball, I may not be able to get down until Friday night. Or if I didn't have class on Friday, go down and then have to get back in time for practice or a game. You just navigated it, and and everyone just understood. That's how it was.
What would you do for your dates?
Dino's. Dino's restaurant.
There was a restaurant called Dino's
Yeah.
that we would go to religiously.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
There wasn't much to do.
We
or
didn't,
go
you know,
to.
again, when you had $20 a week to make ends meet.
He had 20, I had 0.
Yeah. Down and back was an hour each way. And then, typically, where we were in Nichols College, we were in the backwoods. So, going to a nightclub, you're in the
no such
backwoods.
thing.
We stayed in the dormitory and had our own parties.
There. Yeah.
And it was fine.
You listened to records?
Yeah.
Constantly.
Still
I
do.
remember-
Still do.
I remember you said, we were listening to this song and you said, I can still hear the clicks.
Right, where the 8-track would change tracks in Dad's Volkswagen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry for that trip down memory lane.
Janaea says, what do you love most about one another?
Well, we've been together a very long time.
We both like to eat. Yeah, seriously, when our first date, and Lisa will tell you what it said on the napkin.
Yeah, relax, you're amongst friends.
Aww.
Well, she had eggplant, ironically. See, I remember, but we like our house to be in order. We like our house to look, we work hard on that. We do all our own work, yard work, flowers, house projects. We were talking about that on the way down.
Yeah.
It's one of our passions. It's nothing, we need Range Rovers and,
Well, that'd
and
be
vacation
nice.
homes
Yeah.
and all this other stuff. It's not necessary.
We're pretty dedicated to the unit and to the family. We keep it pretty simple.
Aw, Mom.
I know. Can I tell you?
What's your favorite part about Dad?
How devoted he is.
You're making me sad.
I know.
Alex says, do you miss me?
The answer is yes.
What do you know now that you wish you knew in your 20s?
Everything. And that's just not the way it goes. If you're saying to yourself, I wish I knew then what I know now, then you're growing.
Yeah.
Otherwise you think you know it all.
If I had known better, I would have done better. And now that I know better, I do better. But that's the way it goes. Like, if you had known something then you wouldn't be where you are today. Because every step that you took got you to where you need to be.
No doubt.
Read about real things. Read about things that are real. Read about people that are real. Do you have a library card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Library card, greatest thing ever.
For
library
2
card
towns now.
Wow.
Yeah. If anybody's on the fence, Project Animal Farm. That was the one that said, okay, I'm done.
How do you support one another?
It just comes naturally for us, I think. It's all for the greater good. We're normal like everybody else, and life can be challenging, but we try and get past things quickly.
From my viewpoint, you have your life, her life, and our life. At one point, we both had professional lives, and you make time for our life, but you make sure that they have time for their own life. The workout routine, whatever it might be, or golf.
Yeah, you have to respect that.
I'm getting together with my former coworkers. I think that's the greatest thing on earth.
Yeah.
I says, I'll see you in 3 days, because
Right.
I know that they could go on for that long.
Yeah.
Virginia says, we all know that Healthy Mummy worked as a nurse and has her new business. In what field does or did Healthy Dad work?
Dad, for many moons. I was in what's called within the industry the professional staffing business. To the untrained eye, I was a headhunter. Basically, I was a middleman between people and companies, and I would find people to fill jobs, specifically within the finance and accounting and banking arenas. And I did that for 32 years and got out. As I like to say, I gave my notice. I was still 58 when I gave my notice of retirement, but flipped over by the time I left. I was 59 and get out, but that was 32 years. Prior to that, I was in the banking business, and prior to that, I was in what is now known as the Big Four accounting industry.
And what do you do now in your retirement?
I won't go into the long title of what I do, but I do work. I actually have a fairly rewarding job. I work for Access and Disability at Wellesley College. For students that either have temporary or permanent disabilities, we get them to their classes. It's a weekly reminder of keeping your feet on the ground.
And you
some of these
volunteer?
students.
Yeah,
Oh, I
service
do.
council.
I do that's right. I do elder services. Actually doing Christmas meals on the 15th, trash bags. The other day, what else do I do? Air conditioners, light bulbs,
Organic
smoke
farm.
alarms. Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. Yeah, the community farm. That was funny because last year when I did it, there was a woman who could not eat lettuce. So when they would come with red, she would give me the red lettuce, and that was my pay.
remember that.
Yeah, so that was nice. But yeah, I do plenty.
And Mom is heading into her senior year
That's right.
of nursing.
Is that public
calling it.
knowledge?
Virginia says, I don't know how long this question is going to last. I noticed that there were what appeared to be horse racing prints
Uh-oh. I'm just getting
on the
comfortable.
wall
Okay.
behind your dad at your parents' house. Is he a fan?
The answer is yes. I don't go to the track nearly as often as I used to. I've been going to Saratoga virtually every year since the late 80s. Timed it with Max being born. As soon as I'm getting out of here. 4 days. But yeah,
Since 1988 specifically.
I follow it a little bit. When I go to the track, I bet very little money. I'm there just to enjoy all that goes on. And in the beauty of a place like Saratoga, the stables are right there. They purposely walk the horses through the track to get to the paddock before they go out.
If you turn on the TV at our house, it's either on golf or horse racing.
Or the Business Channel.
Or the Price is Right.
No, not anymore. No, because I don't
What?
swim. I don't swim. I swim early now, and
Jeopardy.
and see,
Jeopardy, Andy.
Jeopardy. Yeah, but that's a good cerebral 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But Price is Right is a bit of a casualty of COVID because in the past it was all the people sitting
Yeah.
together and going
Yeah.
crazy, and now they
God
just
forbid.
the contestants come out from behind a curtain.
It's not the same. That's the best part. I was thinking the same thing. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love ya, and I'll see you in my next video.
Peace out.